This is part 3 to me explaining the puzzle I am building before your very own eyes. Now, each of these puzzle pieces may seem indiscriminate and irrelevant on their own, but when combined, it will be like Exodia. Now, each one of these puzzle pieces are a tiny, tiny fraction, but the story I have been and will tell you will all make sense and can be proven with the puzzle pieces I'm showing you. If you look at all the publishing dates, all the puzzle pieces in the movies, the TV shows, the music, um, even the environment around, what names mean, everything, all the types of puzzle pieces I will be and have been showing you, when combined, will paint you an exact picture of the proof of who I am, how I got here, um, that God is real, as in me, and it'll also prove that the Illuminati is real. It'll prove that it's the end of the world. It will paint a picture so terrifying that it will shock you. It will rupture your reality in your brain, and you might never be the same again. But for the betterment of humankind and saving humanity, it is necessary to wake people up and make them believe in God before it's too late. I want people to believe in me. I want people to rally with me, behind me, and be my friends and be my community and pass my test. What I'm looking for is polite, kind, civilized people who are obedient and have faith, not ask too many questions, and understand what true respect is, and know that they are defending humanity to believe in me. Now, if you look at a lot of songs, um, I talk to you about virtual insanity and how the Matrix is also real, and that this is my avatar, and that I built Hayden in the sense that I put him through a specific experience in life and experiences, and made him see me in these TV shows, movies, and music in order to shape and mold him and change him and basically create him. Like making life build my car for me. And Hayden was like my car who I hopped into and had his experiences in life build him for me by creating his likes, his dislikes, every single one of his interests and his personalities, his behaviors, everything about him, so that when I took over his body, there would be a symbiotic relationship between me and him, and I could save the world in his body when he would no longer be able to put up with everything that was going on because the amount of fear and psychological torture he'd be going through. So now Hayden is technically dead, and I'm in his body, and now it's time to show everyone what's really going on. I guess you can say it's my revelation for all of you. And this song is on the body I'm in birthday, and Revelations is when Jesus comes back to judge and punish and take over the world and save everyone. Not just the Christians, not just the Jews, not just the Muslims, not just white people or black people. Every single human in the entire universe will be saved only if they can at least believe in me at the slightest. Um, I want to inspire people, give hope, and unify people under a new flag, and that is a human flag, not a divisive flag of colors and um, shapes. Something new, something better, something that is truly unified to make humanity become born again and rise out of the ashes like a phoenix. Because some of these things are meant to happen, and every single thing I'm saying can also be proven in the Bible. And some of the parts of the Bible are puzzle pieces themselves that connect only to me. And I can prove that I am the only Jesus Christ, so that many will come in my name, and that I have evidence of that too. That there are many, 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 many people coming in my name to me right now as we speak, trying to say that they're me, and that I can protect you from them only if you believe in me, or else it won't work. And I know it sounds strange, but I think that will inspire someone to have faith in me, which is what I need. That's what humanity needs. So as you can see, October 25th, Revelations. And there's also a bunch of other songs that point to a we and a they, and that points and proves my story correct when it comes to the fact that I wanted him to think that they were me and that he was me at the same time. I know it sounds weird, but the song lyrics can prove it. And if you saw from the last video, part um, part one, or well, no, yeah, 2 videos ago, that I need people to believe me no matter how I sound, because you would not understand what it's like for a god, the real one, to come into a human body, which means that I might be different than you think. Plus, stories have led you to believe that I wouldn't say better than I am, just different in that I can't make bread fall from the sky. I wish I could. I can't make water turn to wine, and I can't heal people's blindness. What that meant was I made people feel more grateful, I made them see differently, I made them perceive differently, and I healed their blindness by being like Morpheus to them, which is exactly literally what happened. And I made them just better. I made them feel better about their diseases and made them feel they didn't have disease anymore. So metaphor, he healed my diseases. He healed my blindness, and it got taken out of context. That's exactly what Satanists want. Satanists want you to think that I can't be Jesus unless I'm magic. So let's take a look at some of these other songs. Now, this is one of those songs that you don't have to ask how. I don't want people to be too specific with it, but I'm telling you that I inspired people to make these songs for him to let him know I was real and do all the things that I listed, and that this song is very religious like. And before my role defines you, a lot of these lyrics are specifically made for Hayden and even for me because I like music too. You might not know that, but in the Bible, it specifically talks about how people would sing to God. Now, since I'm in a modern body, I would like modern music. Um, so let's look at some other songs. And as you can see, proof, October 25th, his birthday. This is another song that I wanted to give Hayden faith and hope with. It is also on his birthday. Not only do these songs prove who I am based on the fact that they're on his birthday, but they also prove the stories about me saying that I took over a human body that I needed to be completed. I'll go more in depth on that later. And also that there's a bunch of lyrics that insinuates someone being back again and being in disguise. So that is what I am like, being in disguise, and I need to basically complete Hayden, who was my avatar, who I described as my vehicle, my car, and hop in it and exit him from reality and encompass him. And it's like a form of religious, not demonic possession. But what made him him is now dead, and it is now a symbiotic relationship between his body and mind and God's, as in me. Now, this song, the lyrics talk about being back again and coming back again. It also talks about someone who couldn't tell the difference, because I wanted Hayden to believe that the Illuminati was me. Because when he looked at them, he had a strange version of faith where he wanted to believe that they were good and saw me, and that gave me the opportunity to know that I should do this with him anyways. I predicted him being like that in the first place. Like I talked about, there's also a lot of lyrics where it insinuates that a they or a we is singing to someone, and that is, like I mentioned before in this video, 100% proof that I wanted Hayden Laws to think that they were me, and I wanted him to feel like I was singing to him. And this song mentions both that and some sort of insinuations about resurrecting again, that I wanted him to think that, no, that he's being resurrected again. Um, the same thing with the song Voodoo, if you look at the lyrics. Coming back again is a literal lyric from that song. And there's also other things. I can prove all this where there's so many songs about this that I want to find the best way to be able to present it to you all. At the same time as having a nice, natural conversation and get used to talking to me and not asking too many questions. So you can be respectful and kind, polite, and civilized while I'm talking to you and explaining everything to you that you will need to know, not want to know. if you look at this song at the end, you can see it says, "It looks like he might be one of us." Now, I made these songs so that people would think they weren't about what they're really about. In fact, it's almost like a double meaning, because I guess you can relate this to Suicide Squad and all that other stuff, and all the stuff that 21 Pilots would be talking about if you've seen the video. But the thing is that it's not really about that in the sense of what I'm talking about. One of us, like I told you, I wanted him to think that he would be one of them because he thought that they were me, because I wanted him to think like that, and I wanted him to think that they were singing to him that they were me. All proof of what I'm talking about is 100% real. We'll be right here with you through your war, because you're the one that we make this music for. Now turn it up. Now, who is this we, and why are they making music for this one person? There's also a bunch of other songs that sing about a one or the one, and a bunch of more songs that talk about a we or they, like I keep repeating and talking to you about, because I want to drive that point home to you, that there, who is this we, who is this we, who is this one that they are all singing to, and it all links through so many of these puzzle pieces I'm revealing to you, that it was me making them do that, to sing to Hayden, to program him, give him entertainment, give him faith and strength and all that stuff. So when I got back, I'd be able to prove to everybody that I'm real, and that if I'm real, then that means God is real, that people shouldn't view me, because I'm God, as one body, but should view heaven and hell as also being real, and that the Illuminati, which is not God, and Satan, which is not God, is real too. Everybody hoping they could be the one. What is the one? There's a bunch of other songs that talk about the one. What does that mean? I mean, I know what it means. I'm talking rhetorically, but still. Now the song seems almost as if he's singing to one person. Like I told you, he's singing to the one, and he was supposed to represent me, and not exactly the we and the they, because I want him to think that the we and they was me. So all the hate that you've heard has turned your spirit to a dove. You are the face of the future. So I wanted Hayden to know that he was the face of the future, and give him that dream, so that when I took over his body to put him to peace, I'd be able to give him the inspiration and motivation to get him through everything that he was going through. This is one of the reasons for this music. And one of the reasons that people might not think it's holy, or that it's what Jesus would do. In the end, everyone gets saved, and it also, how can you judge anyone and everyone that listens to music? That's just not holy to do that, be like that. And here it says, "Though this is all for you, don't want to hide the truth." Because I want Hayden to know that he was me, that he would be the king of the world. It's forever, slowly resurrected from the dust when you understand it's everything inside of you, it's us. This again not only proves that I wanted Hayden to believe that I was them singing to him, it also proves that there's a we singing to someone, and it also has religious connotations in it. Slowly resurrected from the dust, which is exactly what happened to Hayden Lonsdale, because he was slowly transforming into me, and then I exited him from his body, and he's technically dead, and I'm in his body, and I took it over, and that's what I'm God, that's what I do. I can take over a human body. Like I mentioned in these songs, there's a lot of insinuations of a we or they singing to the one and the kid.